What's up, you guys? So in today's video, not only am I going to be sharing with you guys 10 new fragrances from this year, but 5 of them will be brought to you by a special guest. And if you do happen to find this list somewhat informative or entertaining, please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe down below. On that note, let's get into it. The first one I have here is one that's really enjoyed primarily in the cool weather months. It is fantastic in the air, it's fantastic coming off the skin, even though it might not be a projection monster or a projection beast, something that, really stands out really heavy in a crowd. It is a fantastic scent, and it is a new one that I'm really excited to give them some more wear. And guys, the first 2020 release that I have here is going to be Polo Red EDP. This one has the ginger in the opening. It really, for me, it sparkles and it just is very inviting. Now, even though there's not any citrus notes that are listed on Fragrantica, this for me has very bright, almost bubbly citrus in the opening. That's one thing that I've noticed about Polo fragrances are that they're generally speaking well received by the public. It's not going to be one that's going to be like super hard to wear, super difficult for people to, around you to smell. Now, one downside of this fragrance is going to be that it does come across a bit synthetic, so it's not going to smell like a super natural niche style fragrance. This is the definition of a designer release, but in my opinion, it's a good one at that. Now, online you can find this size right here, which is the 75 ml size, for about $77.
Hey everybody. My name's Chris from the channel Casual Fragrances. I like to thank Matt, or AKA Georgia Gent, for having me on his channel. Man, he puts out amazing content, and you guys got to subscribe to his channel. Show him some love if you haven't already. So he asked me to be part of his collaboration video, so I'm going to give you my top 5 fragrances for 2020 that I either like or I love or they're okay. So let's get the video started. Number 5 is from the house of Coach, and it's no other than Coach Blue 2020. So I like the bottle presentation, but it's okay juice. I said in my review, it smells nice, it's fresh, it's clean, shower gel, uplifting fragrance. You're definitely going to get the freshness with the lime in this fragrance here, and you're definitely going to pick up ozonic notes that are going to give it an aquatic vibe, and it's okay. It's a nice fragrance for the spring and summer. It doesn't perform the greatest. I mean, I'm looking at about maybe 4 or 5-ish hours in projection for the first hour. It's nothing special to me. I've smelled other fragrances in my collection that I have, or at stores that I like more than this one. So this is my least favorite from 2020, Coach Blue.
The second one that I had to share with you guys is going to be KEDP by Dolce & Gabbana. Now, there is a note in this that kind of is somewhat off-putting. It's somewhat just so different for a fresh fragrance, like kind of what I thought I was getting to when I got the fragrance. I kind of thought I was getting a fresher, fragrance kind of out of the shower, a gym fragrance. It has much more depth to it than it being a gym fragrance. There's a bit of a kick to it with a chili pepper note. That chili note really, for me, is what separates it from other fresh fragrances, which I don't even think they were going for fresh with this fragrance. Just by looking at the bottle here, guys, you'd think it's be like a poster child for a fresh fragrance, a fresh king, you might say. But no. It's sharp, it's almost tart in the opening. The KEDP does have the potential for being a complimented style fragrance, just as that opening is sharp and piercing. Now, some good news about the KEDP is that it can already be found at discounters. Now, they don't sell this size here, but they do sell the 3.3 ounce all the way up to the 5 ounce, with the 3.3 fluid ounce coming in at about 85 bucks and the 5 ounce coming in at about 128.
Next fragrance on the list, Moschino Toyboy, number 4. So Moschino Toyboy. Okay, first off, this bottle is weird looking, but I do like this bottle presentation. But juice itself, it's different. A lot of people are not going to like this because it has a note of rose in it, has pear in it. It has a nice freshness with the bergamot in the opening. But after that, it turns into rose. You're going to get some pear, you're going to get some clove, and some people may not like clove, and I get it. This is a different type of fragrance. This is more of a niche fragrance in a designer bottle, which if you're a niche head, you're going to love this type of fragrance. I like it. I do not love it. I like the bottle presentation more than I like the juice. Nevertheless, you should definitely check this fragrance out. People have gotten good performance with it. I don't get good performance. I get about maybe 5-6-ish hours, and it pushes for like the first hour and a half. That's about it. So if you like pear, you like rose, you like clove, definitely check out Moschino Toyboy. I like the bottle presentation a lot.
And now the next fragrance that I have here is going to be one of my most worn from this year. It's an extremely wearable, versatile fragrance. It's one that can be worn at work, off of work, vacation, at the bar, wherever. This one could be worn anywhere. It's also one of the cleanest scents in my collection. By cleanest, what I mean by that is going to be that you're going to smell you to the shower and that you're just really, really clean. As if you use some really, really nice body wash. That fragrance is going to be YSL fresh. You guys can see that's more than halfway through this bottle here. Now for me, this is gonna be much more of a fresh, brisk fragrance than the well-received EDP from the line. It's gonna be much more meant for somebody that's in like much warmer climate. Like down here in Georgia, it stays pretty warm year round. Georgia, Florida, the southern states, this would be great for that. Now, if you're living in some of the southern states where the humidity tends to be higher, this is something that I reach for over the YSL White EDP. And right now, you can find this at places like Sephora for about $97. From what I've seen, this has not hit discounters yet. Hopefully it will soon, because I mean, $100 is still pretty expensive. Where you can find other YSL White fragrances on discounters. Hopefully by Christmas or such, this will be available on one of those websites, so that next summer you have one to go with.
Number 3, John Varvatos XX or 20th anniversary one. So this is the one that came out this year. I like the beautiful presentation. This is very hard. It can fall off, so please keep that in mind if you buy this bottle. I do like this one. It opens up. You're gonna get a little bit of a freshness in the opening, and then this turns into more of a chocolatey, dark type of a fragrance. You're definitely going to pick up some geranium, some sandalwood. You're definitely going to pick up a coffee vibe in the dry down. I do like this one. I mean, it's something different to my nose that I don't have in my fragrance collection, but it does have some other designer fragrances on the market, but I do like this one, and I like the presentation. And this one performs a little bit better than most of the John Varvatos that I've tested out off of my skin, so keep that in mind. I think I got between 6 to 7 hours, so I do like this. It pushes for the first hour, hour and a half, so I do enjoy wearing John Varvatos XX or 20th anniversary. Definitely check this out because it might be a limited edition, so when it's gone, it's gone.
Now the next fragrance on this list is going to be one of the most affordable while still being one of the best on this list. It's best in terms of scent, best in terms of the CIs, best in terms of the compliment factor. Now it's very similar to other fragrances that I have in my collection, like other fresher fragrances, sweeter fragrances. The opening can be very inviting. It's going to be a lot like YSL Y. The opening is going to be very fresh and sweet, and some compare it to YSL Y ADP. For me, it's a bit more juvenile, a bit sweeter. The next fragrance that I have for you guys is going to be First Instinct Together, with the main notes of apple, grapefruit, and lavender. Now in the opening, you're also going to get a big blast of pineapple. Now in the opening of this, you're going to get that green apple and the pineapple. It's going to come off, very sweet, very fruity. That does somewhat mellow down after about an hour or so of wear, and then it becomes much more of a versatile scent. One that's not going to be overly sweet, overly cloying. This has been a phenomenal gem scent for me. And just to state it, guys, this is also a very heavily complimented fragrance.
Number 2 fragrance is from the house of Imperial Armani, and this is Strong With You Freeze. So I like the beautiful bottle Freeze. A lot of reviewers have talked about this fragrance. A lot of them do like it. I haven't found a reviewer that did not like this fragrance. They may have said they liked it or they loved it. It was never no negativity at all. I do like the atomizer spray is good. It opens up. You're going to get a fresh lime note in there. It's just really nice, and it's very clean in the opening. And then it turns into a cooling effect, icy effect, and then you're going to get that Stronger With You, the original DNA mixed with the intense DNA of Stronger With You intensely. And this is good. You got to check this one out here. I've got pretty good performance with this one in my review on my channel, and my girlfriend likes this one too. We both missed the original one. I've traded it or I sold it back in the day when I did my reviews, and now I missed it, but I'm happy I have this one. This is more versatile. You can probably wear it more in the spring, summer, and fall if you want to, because it has that DNA of the original ones in the mid and dry down. But the opening is very fresh, cooling, uplifting. Definitely check out Strong With You Freeze by Imperial Armani.
Now the last one I have to share with you guys is going to be my least favorite from this year. It's one that I've not really reached for much at all. It's very bland. It's almost boring. When I hear the name, I think brisk. I think almost sharp. I think icy. I think frozen. But when you spray it, you get dull. It's just dull. It doesn't. The name and just the theme of the fragrance doesn't match up with the scent that you get. Guys, that fragrance is going to be Bulgari MENS Glacial Essence. Clean, like I said, it's very clean. It's super inoffensive. It's going to offend no one. You can spray this 20 times on yourself and no one's going to say, hey, you're wearing too much cologne, because it's just the notes in this, they're so muted and dialed back that nothing really pops out majorly for me. And one thing I have to note about this is how bad this atomizer is. See, do you see that? It's a single, it gleats out. This thing gleats out if you don't push it all the way down. This line does have good releases. This is just not one of them for me. Again, guys, that is Bulgari MENS Glacial Essence.
Number 1 fragrance is from the house of Tom Ford. Tom Ford Beau de Jour. So this fragrance is a new release of 2020, but this fragrance came out years ago at the private line of Tom Ford. So he does have the private blend fragrances that are a little bit more expensive. I will call them niche. Some people will fight me saying it's designer niche. Whatever you want to call it. I feel like Tom Ford is niche in some categories. I'm not gonna fight with you guys. This is a great fragrance. You definitely check it out. I like this one because this fragrance reminds me of like a barbershop fougere vibe. That lavender really kicks into play. I like that lavender in it. I do like the fact that it has a minty type of feel in the fragrance here. This fragrance is just something that you want to wear dressed up with a suit and tie. If you want to wear it casual, you can wear it casual. It's up to you. I definitely enjoy this one a lot. I bought this fragrance because the first time I smelled this new formulation, ladies and gentlemen, at Neiman Marcus, it reminds me of my dad when he was living. He passed away a couple years ago, but if he was alive, he would be wearing this fragrance here, or I would buy it for him. It reminds me of me and him getting haircuts back in the day at the barbershops. So definitely check out Tom Ford Beau de Jour. Everybody's performance is going to be different. I got to get about 6 hours with this one here and projects for the first 2 hours. So everybody's performance will be different. Definitely check this one out here. I like the beautiful bottle presentation. Definitely check out Tom Ford Beau de Jour 2020 release.
But guys, that is our list. I hope you have enjoyed this thing very much. Chris, thank you very much, man. Like I said, his link to his channel is down in the description below. I do plan on having a few more videos with Chris like this. So if you enjoy these videos, do not forget to comment down below that you do. But guys, like I always say, keep it gent, love your scent, and I will see you all next time.